Okay, part two here, because cat damn near destroyed my phone.
You push the cat.
I pushed the cat. I'm not yelling at the cat. I'm not mad at the cat. Part of it was my fault, but he was on the table. But anyway, not a big deal. So we're doing a top 10 non-comedy, non-animated movies of 2000s, the 2000s in general.
Pretty much action,
Actions,
drama.
superhero movies, all in that
That kind of
range.
crap.
Do you have your list compiled, or do you want to
I have a big ass list compiled.
have a top 10?
I can honorable mention myself in the crowd.
We can both honorable mention ourselves.
Okay.
We'll just do our list and then we'll honorable mention afterwards. Okay. Go ahead and we'll go back and forth. I'll start with Revenge of the Sith is number 10. I like Star Wars, but the prequel, other than like Ian McKellen, whatever his name is, played Ben Kenobi.
Ian
Ian McGregor. Other than like him, there wasn't a lot to be desired. There's a lot to be desired for those movies. Could have been better. Too much CGI. You gotta use everything to your disposal, not just CGI. I thought that was a cop out for making a good movie, but it still wasn't horrible. I don't dislike Star Wars. I just prefer the old ones better because it's only a lot more work went into it. So that was my number 10. Go ahead, number 10 and 9.
I literally have 22. And I don't want to leave one behind. Fuck. This sucks.
Gotta make tough choices, man.
I do gotta make tough choices. Let's.
I'll go through my list, let him pick his.
10. Okay, no, I can do this.
Okay.
I can do this. But I'm gonna have a shitload of honorable mentions.
Yep, me too.
Watchmen.
It's
Most
all my honorable
accurate, straight up comic book to film movie ever.
Adaptation.
No one has done a better adaptation of a graphic novel than Watchmen did. It was flat out fantastic in every way. Granted, a little long in the tooth for some people, but still absolutely loved it.
Okay. Number 9.
LOTR, ROTK.
See, I actually grouped those into complete trilogies.
I didn't. As a standalone, it's the one movie of that franchise that I could actually sit down and if it's on, I'll watch it. The other two, I would take a pass. But Return of the King, I will sit there and watch.
There are good battles in that movie. I'm a big fan of the battles in that movie. I will say the battles are a little better, but the overall story of the Two Towers, that's just first opinion. Good. Oh, that was your 9?
Yeah.
My 9 is Van Helsing. Love that movie. It's a great movie.
Honorable.
Really underrated. Very underrated for its time.
I think Hugh Jackman took a bunch of flack from that because everyone was so used to him being Wolverine at that point in time.
That might have been part of it.
That it was hard to see him as something else. When, quite honestly, Hugh Jackman is one of the most accomplished actors of our time.
Triple threat. He's a triple. He can sing,
He
he
can
can
do it
act,
all.
he can dance, he can do it all.
If you didn't see The Boy,
Good looking? No, he's good looking.
You didn't see The Boy from Oz, the Broadway production he was in, you're fucking missing out. It was good.
Triple threat, man. I watched Broadway. So do I. Number 8 is Wanted.
Honorable
I
mention.
really enjoyed that movie. It was close. It was one of the close ones to me. Whether it was actually going to be on the list or not. But 8 is Wanted. Angelina Jolie was awesome in that movie.
Was she awesome in that movie, or was her ass awesome
Yes.
in that movie?
So both.
Hey.
Hey, you can't dislike the butt, the butt. Morgan Freeman was in it.
Morgan
Freeman was in it.
That was good. Common. He was floating around.
That wasn't Sean Bean in it. Wasn't he, what's his dad? The main character's dad.
Was that Sean Bean? I remember Common. I know who you're talking about, but Common, I thought he did good. I don't think he gets enough credit because he really tries. He really does.
Yeah.
He's trying to make a name for himself, and no one seems to give him any credit whatsoever.
Yeah. But that's my number 8.
The Dark Knight.
That's a little higher on my list.
I wonder why. I
want to hear your reasoning.
It was a good overall movie, but if you look at the inundation of action movies in the 2000s, Like, it was just as much inundation as the 80s. Like, the 80s was the action movie period. Action movie, action movie, action movie. Everything was action movie. Lethal Weapon, Die Hard, Predator, Aliens, Terminator, on down the line. Like, there was a lot of action movies that came out. Yeah. I'm not a huge Bat fan, but I thought of the 3 movies, 2 of them were filmed before.
I will give you this. That is the only one on my list. That's the Batman.
I thought it was the best of the 3 overall. Period.
I think that's the best Batman movie ever.
Hands down, yeah. I'm
overall easily.
Well,
easily the best.
I don't know that Adam West movie back in the '60s.
Don't.
That was.
Oh, come on!
Did you watch it? No, not the series, the movie.
Yes.
The actual hour-and-a-half movie they did. That's good stuff. Loved it. But no, they did a really good job with the Bat franchise.
So far, it's the best one so far.
Yeah, they did a really good job with the Bat franchise. I thought they took it in another direction that no one had thought about going before, which I was a lot happier about than just the basic, here's Batman, here's his villain, let's call it a day. No, they went into his training. They went why he is who he is, how he became how he became. Not that we haven't seen the Batman origin story enough to regurgitate it verbatim blankly while under torture. But no, that's why it's at where it's at. I'm just not a huge Bat fan. And then after that, I have Sin City, which I thought was another very true adaptation of the graphic novel. And it had Bruce Willis.
I almost put it on my list.
And Mickey Rourke.
So keep going?
Could, but not.
Brittany Murphy?
Hot as shit.
Hot as shit, yeah. What's the one prostitute's name that's also in Daredevil? The black one. The one that, not Colin Farrell, what's his name?
No, I know you're talking about. It's Rosario Dawson. She's in there.
That's it, yeah. No, the guy's name.
Dylan McDermott.
No, it's not Dylan McDermott. Oh,
at the end?
Joseph Gordon-Levitt. That's Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Oh, okay.
That's not him I'm talking about. Oh, god damn it. He was the cop. No, he killed the cop. It took the Clive Owen. There we go.
Yeah,
that's what I meant. There we
go.
Clive Owen.
Yeah, that movie had a ton of star power, and it had a very low budget.
Did it?
For the star
all
power
those graphics? Oh man,
okay. The star power it had a very low budget.
Let's say the graphics it had. It needed Michael Clark Duncan was in it.
Yes, it had a very low budget for how much star power it took to the theater.
So that was your number 7.
That should have been my number 6. Did I miss one?
You might have missed one because you did 10. I did 10. You did 9, 8, and then I did my
Watchmen, ROTK, The Dark Knight, and Sin City. I've only got 4. I skipped one. All right, that's fine. I'll figure it out.
Okay. So number 8, number 7 for me is Gone in 60 Seconds.
Good one. A very good one.
You know, I'm not a huge car movie guy, but that movie was actually fantastic. Oh yeah.
Do I sense a theme?
Maybe. No, actually, I think she's not in any other movies beyond that. She's in an honorable mention, though.
She's in a bunch of my honorable mentions.
Yeah. I'll go and say that one right now. Tomb Raider. I think that's the honorable mention. She's definitely in. I woke up this morning and just hated everything.
I woke up this morning and I hated everything.
Gone in 60 Seconds has the car of cars. One of the best cars ever made.
Eleanor.
Blonde Angelina Jolie, hot. Nicolas Cage, good in that movie. That had a really good cast all around. Oh, God.
Good breaks. That was probably my second favorite Nicolas Cage performance.
What was your first favorite?
Face Off.
And then sat down and really watched the movie. Number 6, A Knight's Tale.
That is good.
I will. That is the movie right now. If you put it in, I will sit and watch it, and I will love every minute of that. Every time. It's not like
that is a good one.
When it comes to being a well-written movie. Did I say it right, Evan?
Yes, you did. Good for you.
When it comes to being a well-written movie, it's not. There's probably better written movies for that like that era of time.
Yeah, but for what it was amazing.
Oh yeah, it's fan. I'm saying to me it's amazing. It's set in the medievals, but they're not talking like they're in the medieval times. But it's awesome. I absolutely love that movie.
Well, they brought those times to individuals who wouldn't have understood proper prose to begin
That's
with.
what I get what you're saying.
My
So that
turn?
was number 6, so you should be on your number 6.
I am on my number 6. I figured myself out.
Yeah.
Kill Bill.
It's all my honorable mention.
Okay, just
Volume 1 or Volume 2 or both?
I would have to put them both as one.
Apparently they're making a Volume 3.
Well, they were supposed to do a volume 2.5 to where they actually took the two movies and cut them down into one, but that never happened. So it is what it is. I don't know. Just when it came out, it really blew my fucking mind. It just so artistic. Like Quentin Tarantino went above and beyond with not really the merits of his directorial prowess, but just his artistic prowess, just his artistic vision in that film, especially the battle between Uma Thurman and
Was it a girl?
The Asian from
Lucy Liu.
Yeah. Just that battle alone, out there in the snow when apparently it wasn't fucking snowing anywhere, like it's just a very artistically done movie. I really enjoyed it. The battle in the bar before she gets to that point, just going through and blood everywhere. It goes to black and white and red. Ah, I love shit like that. Thrills me to no end.
Okay. Number 5.
Inglourious Bastards.
That was on my list. Took it off, put another one on. But yeah.
I absolutely love that movie. Like, my buddy hates it because he can tell within 5 minutes of calling me whether or not I've seen that movie within the last 5 days.
What's that?
Because I pick up fucking Brad Pitt's accent. That Kentucky that he got. Oh my god, I can pick that up so quick. I don't know. Like the beginning of the movie,
100 dead Nazis, but you die trying.
The beginning of that movie, it fucking drives me nuts because they're hiding under the floor and that asshole comes in who's doing the fucking Supercell commercials now.
Christoph Waltz.
Yeah. And just
dude, okay,
the beginning of that movie
but he is a fantastic actor.
Oh, he is a fantastic
And he was
actor.
in the new James Bond movie. He's the villain in the new James Bond movie.
And I can see why. He's fantastic. But the beginning of that movie drove me nuts. I'm like, oh my god, are they at that fucking point or not? Like, I was so just aggravated. Then they built it up and they got into it, and then the two stories that they were building came together. Holy shit, was that brilliant. Another beautiful Quentin Tarantino
that would be a good list of the best Quentin Tarantino movies.
We have one more to see then.
True. I've always seen half of Reservoir Dogs, so I'd have to see that. I know.
That's terrible. That you should know.
Are you
that
handing me a
movie.
beer? Okay, so that's your number 5?
Yeah.
Constantine is my number 5.
Wow, you got Keanu Reeves on your list.
It was on my last list. Matrix was number 4, wasn't it?
Yeah.
4 or 5, something like that. Constantine, I like that movie. A lot of people don't like it. Why is it? Can we just agree on something? There are some actors that no matter what they're in, they always get bad reviews.
Well, they just hate
Keanu Reeves is one of them. Nicolas Cage, even though somehow they still keep finding work. Taylor Kitchener.
Yeah, it doesn't get any fucking credit at all. And I love
like
the kid.
every movie that a handful of actors are in always get the shittiest reviews.
I don't hate Channing Tatum, but if they would have made
every
movie with Taylor Kitchener, I'd have been thrilled to death to see it.
And if they had if you have other actors in movies, their movies are always turn out good. Like, and I don't say this in a bad way. Everything that Channing Tatum's in never seems to get a bad review.
Everybody loves.
Why is that?
I don't know. Because
I mean, I'm not just the only one seeing that, right?
No, I see exactly what you're talking about. Because Nicolas Cage and Keanu Reeves have paid their dues.
Yes.
They did the shitty movies. They started out with their comedies in order to build a repertoire and get out there.
Yeah.
Well, but Keanu Reeves and Bill and Ted and Nicolas Cage of Raising Arizona and just built themselves up to what he did. I liked the first.
Kevin Costner's another one that gets borderline on you gotta.
It takes me back to a Family Guy. How is he still getting work?
The thing is,
everyone's still pissed off over Waterworld, and they can't get the fuck over it.
Waterworld. There's a lot of things that happen in Waterworld
It
that you and
was
I
what it was.
discussed.
It was
That
what it was.
kind of screwed over the movie in general.
It
So.
was what it was. We're just leaving it at that. I'm not gonna argue.
But I'm not going to want to. You believe that you understand what I'm saying on that. It seems like there's a handful of actors that no matter what they're in,
It's always
like,
shit to the critics.
Bruce Willis. I love Bruce Willis, but he's done some shitty movies that pay the bills. But no one ever judges him on that. They always judge him on Die Hard. He was in Die Hard, or he was in Tears in the Sun, or whatever.
He was in Charlie's Angels Full Throttle for 3.5 minutes.
Yeah.
Just to be there.
Yeah, I know.
Like, what the hell?
There's another one, Dolph Lundgren kind of gets rap for some movies he's in, doesn't he? It's a bad rap for some movies.
I think everyone's still pissed off over it.
Probably.
But yet, everyone wants to over-glorify Chuck Norris. I mean, have you seen Invasion USA? It's not exactly going to even fucking get an Oscar for any damn thing.
Chuck Norris is awesome. Still.
Like, Rotten Tomatoes decided not to grade that movie because it wasn't fair.
See, there's a lot of people understand that Rotten Tomatoes gets paid by every film distributor to grade every movie harshly. That's how they make their money. People don't understand that. That's like if you're Rotten Tomatoes, and I'm here, and there's another WB, and then there's like Universal Studios. I pay you a lot of money to grade their video as harshly as fucking possible. And if they don't pay you money, then you're just going to grade mine with the highest praise whatsoever. Everyone pays them to be as harshly critical and find every little mistake and harp on it as much as possible. That's how they make their money. And people don't understand that. And people swear by Rotten Tomatoes. Jared swears by it.
I don't swear by Rotten Tomatoes, but I think it's funny because they're here and there on everything I watch. Like the last Transformers movie, they beat it into the ground. It deserved beating into the ground. Yeah. It wasn't that good. But Armageddon, they beat into the ground. They literally torched it to the fucking ground.
And I love that movie.
I love that movie.
But everyone, I've never come across someone who says, I hate Armageddon.
I know one guy.
You know one guy. Okay, you know one.
I've
never come across someone who says, like, yeah, I can't stand Armageddon. I've never heard someone say that in my life.
One guy. But he's like a super Oscar nut. Like he's all about the drama.
Yeah, Oscars kind of don't mean anything to me.
No, they don't mean shit to me either.
Oscars and Emmys mean nothing because the best actor alive today who's still in movies is probably Leonardo DiCaprio, and he's yet to win a Grammy or an Emmy. Grammy. I'm sorry, Grammy.
He honestly should win one for The Revenant, but that's neither here nor there.
No, I've heard some bad stuff about The Revenant.
Really? I've heard a lot of good.
Kevin hated it, but Kevin
hates everything.
Kevin has a weird view on movies.
Did they have a terrible time on the film? That's probably why Kevin hated it.
They probably didn't have a terrible time.
Well, that's why I hated it.
Speaking of which, I'm going to movie tonight. Back to your list. Okay, I hit my number 5, which is Keanu Reeves. Yeah, so Constantine.
Did you do 2?
I did 6 and 5. Yeah, so you're up to your number 5. So
no, I'm on 4. You missed.
Okay, so let me go from 5 to 4. Number 4 is the Harry Potter series. Can't pick one. If I had to pick 1 or 2 or whatever, I would have probably just gone Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, and then my number 1. And I had to pick movies out of those franchises. But Harry Potter is fantastic. I know you haven't seen it. I know you said you will see it. I've watched all Better Off. I
promise you I will do it. I promise you I will do it.
Are you going to give me a time frame?
No, I'm not going to give a time frame on anything. I'm raising a child. It's completely different now.
I know.
It's not like that I have, like, the Sunday I had to watch Harry Potter and get caught up with you. Guess what? Fucking playoffs. Playoffs!
Playoffs!
Exactly. Football takes precedence. We're
Harry
all
Potter
aware of that
is
fact.
one of the best, and it crosses over. It's a kid's epic, but it's also an adult's epic. Adults can enjoy it too. Crosses over, so it's really good. Number 4. Go ahead.
Star Trek.
Cool. Okay, I need to get my phone. Here we go. I don't want to fall.
I really loved the reboot of the series. I loved how they do it. I thought it was amazing that they pulled it off, and they pulled it off perfectly because they never established that Spock ever died in Star Trek The Next Generation. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They never went into detail, so they just pulled that one out of their hat. Congrats to you, J.J. Abrams, for being that intelligent. And what you did with Star Wars, amazing as well. So, I loved it. Chris Pine's perfectly cast. absolutely perfectly casted. You could not draw up a better cast.
Zoe Saldana's in it, so you got me sold there. I'm not checked off. Zulu, definitely Zulu. Good fit there.
Brilliant fit. Everyone was a brilliant fit. The Doc,
Even Spock.
Dr. McCoy,
In,
Zachary Quinto.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chris Pines is the captain.
Mhm.
Hell yeah. And then the dude from all that British shit.
Yeah, they have the villains.
No.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Simon Peck.
Yeah.
There's
As
something.
Scotty? That's awesome. Loved it.
You ain't like a bean in your food. What food?
It's not climate Fred. I use that at least once a week.
There's your formula for transform beaming. Oh, never thought to me to consider that space was the thing that was moving.
That's the whole theory of warp. Sorry, study theoretical physics. My bad. Number 3. This might even get under your skin just a little bit.
Go ahead.
Iron Man.
No, it doesn't get under my skin. It's not a bad movie.
I thought it was brilliantly written. I thought it was well directed. I loved everything about it. The portrayal, the casting. I thought everything about it was just damn near perfect.
Okay. It's not a bad...
And
I
going
like
back
the movie,
and watching
but...
it now, it doesn't feel dated. You know what I mean? That's the thing I look at with movies this recent in the 2000s. Can I go back and watch it and does it feel dated? Like, X-Men Origins...
In theaters right now, I want to watch. Sorry, go ahead.
X-Men Origins Wolverine, if you watch it on FX when it comes on, it feels dated. Like, the camera looks dated. Like, everything about that movie just looks dated, like, out of whack. Never mind the fact that it was written like shit, directed like fuck. But,
yeah,
that's why it's not going to make the list. But, yeah, Iron Man is my number 3.
Number 3 for me is 300.
Okay.
Good action. It's not based off historical accuracy. It's based off a graphic novel by Frank Miller. Yeah.
Yes.
Frank Miller.
Frank Miller writes
awesome.
a lot of awesome shit.
Gerard Butler, my favorite actor. He's probably my favorite actor of the 2000s. Stop kicking people into the 50s.
Not the same movie, but whatever.
That's
it popped into my head.
Yeah. We could probably throw that into comedies in this. Meet the Spartans.
Yeah.
That was, I like it, but I was really stupid.
It was a really dumb.
It was really dumb. Batteries now. I need this. I'm gonna turn the light down.
Do you remember your last 2?
I do. Yeah. No, that was my number 3 on the list. Number 2, Lord of the Rings trilogy.
All of them.
Yes, all of them.
Okay.
Fellowship. If you like, you have a lot of people. We're in like this millisecond attention span society. Like, I have a bunch of girls that I know that literally can't sit down and watch like Star Wars or whatever because it doesn't draw their attention right away, so they get bored and don't want to fucking deal with it. That's the kind of society we're in.
Sometimes you gotta hang on for it. Well, like I mentioned with Inglourious Basterds, if you bailed on the first 15 minutes of that movie, you missed out on a fantastic fucking film.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's the microcosm of society that we're in. We want instant gratification right away, boom, 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 right away, right? And there's a girl I know, and actually Taylor's one of them too. She can't watch this kind of movies. Like her type of movie is The Bachelor, drama and stuff. And like she actually texted me yesterday. She's like reserved. I reserve a TV this day at this time, this and this. You have to talk to TJ about that. I don't watch TV. So.
That's not the way it fucking works, huh?
I don't really care. I don't care because Tuesdays we're not there. We have volleyball. She can have it all she wants to watch Pretty Little Liars or whatever. I don't understand how that entertains you.
I don't see how any of that reality shit entertains it.
I can see how it entertains, but Pretty Little Liars is one I don't. That's not a reality show. That's an actual series. But The Bachelor, that doesn't make sense. Anyway, but besides the point is Lord of the Rings is a movie that you have to actually try to take it in as a whole story. Fellowship of the Ring, if you look at it as like, oh, there's not a lot of action or there's not a lot of... If you look at every aspect of it and nitpick it, you can make it into a bad movie. You really can.
There's a lot of building.
It is.
And you have got to be in it to win it. And I think the people that truly appreciate those movies are the people that grew up with the books. Which I did.
I didn't.
I did.
I did after I watched the first one. I read the books.
See, now I grew up. That was my bedtime story when I was younger. Mom would read me the Tolkien books.
Tolkien books?
And I plan on doing the same for him.
Or Harry Potter. You'll end up liking them.
If I end up. So actually, the first thing he's going to get read to when he gets to that age is Aragorn, because I absolutely love him. I think Christopher Columbus did a fantastic job. But anyway, I digress.
So that's Lord of the Rings. You have to take it in as an entire story. And every movie by themselves can stand alone as its own story. It doesn't need the other movie to kind of play off of. And that's why I didn't like the third Hobbit movie. Because by itself, it's nothing. If you saw it by itself, you'd be completely confused on what the hell was going on.
Yeah, but
Return of the King.
I haven't seen him yet.
You haven't seen it. First and second one can stand alone. Third one, no. Third one, you start off with a dragon attacking a village, and all this stuff has happened, and they're referring back to the other books. And you don't know why anything. Why does he have that ring? Why does he have this? Why is it? All the stuff is predicated on knowing the other movies.
That's fine.
Yeah, it's fine, but it's not. That's why The Lord of the Rings is so much better, because standalone, first time watching them, you understand the movies. You get it. You don't need the other movies. You can, but you don't need the other movies as a prerequisite to watch it.
Episodes 1, 2, and 3?
Yes.
No, I'm just Star Wars reference. Episodes 1, 2, and 3. You can watch 2 without watching 1. You really wouldn't be that far behind. And you can watch 3 without watching 2 or 1, and you would be okay.
That's why they're still it's the most iconic franchise ever, because of that reason, is what I'm saying.
Now, you couldn't watch episode 6 without seeing episode 5.
You technically could. You can give a 3-minute backstory.
Yeah. And you can watch
that's
episode,
where
you can watch episode 4 or 5.
That's where the whole landscape of words in the sky kind of lays down that little bit there.
Well,
so
that's what Star Wars has going for it. Yeah. So anyway,
so what's your number 2?
Avatar.
Figured it was going to be on your list.
Well, why wouldn't it be? I absolutely love that movie. I don't care if all the people said, "Oh, it's the same fucking plot. We've already seen a sci-fi movie a million times. We don't give a shit. Da da da. Whatever." Like, I don't know. It was a nice new take
on my honorable mention, because it is still a very good, visually good movie. I'm just saying.
Visually, it is stunning.
I'm surprised it's not your number 1. To be honest
with you. No, if my number 1 doesn't. Seriously? There's one movie in the 90s that I will wax on poetically and quote until I'm blue in the fuck face.
90s?
Or 2000s, whatever decade we're on.
Okay.
I showed up to do a podcast and he just said, "Hey, talk about this."
Okay. So that's your number 2.
No, and I think it is a deserving number 2. Not because of the visual effects. Granted, people want to
These are based on our opinions. Remember that. These are not based on fact or how much money they made or whatever. These are based on solely our opinions on what we think is our favorite movies.
And I understand what people were saying. Yeah, you rehash space cowboy plot, falls in love with the alien girl, whatever. You know what? That's fine. I actually like that story. I love that story every time it happens. I loved it in John Carter. I loved it in Avatar. I loved it in The Fifth Element. You know what I mean? I
don't have an issue. I'm just saying it was on your list. I figured it would be on your list somewhere.
I absolutely love the movie. I enjoyed the movie. I enjoyed it more in 3D than I do in 2D.
Okay.
Because I like all the digital shit floating around. And fuck, the photogenic background or the phosphorescent background. Damn. That's just good shit. It was nice on a spiritual level. Mm-hmm. Are you in tune with technology or in tune with reality? I like that concept. There's more to it than just the tree that's there, but what it lies within. Yeah. And I love that concept of it. So, fuck it.
Go ahead and do your number 1.
You're going to look at me and think I'm the biggest retard, but it is my favorite movie from that era. And I might even be wrong of what era it's in, but I'm pretty sure I'm right on this one.
Go ahead.
Bad Boys 2.
It's in that era.
Bad Boys 2. Every time it's on, I can't stop myself. I have to watch it. Like, if I see that it's on TV...
I don't watch movies on TV because I don't like edited movies.
But every time I see it's on TV, I go and get the disc and pop it into the Xbox. I'm like, yep, we're doing this right now.
That's probably why you can't get around to watching Harry Potter. It's on! I gotta watch it! That's why I don't have TV. That's why I watch everything online. I don't have that distraction.
I love that movie. I absolutely love that movie. You look like you're about ready to do something stupid. You need help? From this dude with this beard, that fucking long. Fucking love that movie.
You know one you missed?
Move! Get out the way. Get out the way.
Bad boy, what's gonna do? You gotta learn the words. We usually only do the chorus.
I love that movie.
You got shot me. You shot me in the ass. You shot me in the ass.
You motherfuckers need Jesus. Like, that is my favorite statement ever.
You know, the best part is when the kid shows up, take him out on a date, and he's like,
yeah.
You take my daughter on a date? You gotta treat her good? Whatever you do to her, I'm gonna do to you. Oh, man.
You ever think about fucking a guy? Like Will Smith, that was like the best scene in the whole movie. I can't wait because that shit's gonna happen.
Scene in the movie,
that shit's gonna happen.
No, the best scene in the movie is whenever he takes those 2 ecstasy. That's the best scene in the movie.
This fish got some big fucking eyes.
There's a big fucking eye on this fish, but I love it. Oh my god! I got an erection! Call my wife! Dude, what you did to my ass, man.
That's that bullshit. That's that bullshit.
This man is tearing his heart out to this other man. He doesn't even care.
I love it. I'm sorry. I absolutely love it. It's got action. It's got adventure. It's got some sort of love story somewhere. I don't even give a shit about that part of it, but it is funny as
he
fuck.
shot my...
How did you sink a boat? You were on the freeway. How did you sink a boat?
He shot my Porsche, so I just need this. Yeah, we're not responsible for personal property. It's not a bad movie.
I'm gonna get my money.
I'm
gonna get my money.
Okay, so number 1 for me, it should be as plain as day because it is my favorite movie of all time. The Dark Knight. The Dark Knight. The best Batman movie ever. Probably one of the greatest villain portrayals ever.
Heath Ledger's Joker.
No
argument there.
Christian Bale is probably not the best Batman ever. They need to... I would love to see an actual, like, really fit Batman that actually fits the mold of what Batman or Bruce Wayne really looks like. It doesn't look like... Based on the comic books, Bruce Wayne's supposed to be able to bench like 1,000 pounds and squat too. Christian Bale does not look big enough to do that. I mean, he looks like he could definitely fit the mold of someone who knows the martial arts enough. That's fine, but he doesn't look like he's near as strong enough as what Batman should be.
It's a squatness that I was talking about with Wolverine earlier in the podcast.
Yeah, it looks
like
almost stout.
You have
Batman is a mixture of stout, or strength and speed. He's the ultimate mixture.
Well, he's got usable strength.
Yeah,
not just physical strength. Usable strength.
There was a time. You've seen Dragon Ball Z. It's similar to Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z. There's a time whenever Goku is working. He's gone Super Saiyan. He's working out, and he believes to keep his energy level up, he needs to train in Super Saiyan. Then he realizes that he needs to train more on his speed than his strength, because if he works on his strength too much, he's going to get too bulky and he loses speed, which is what happens to everyone else, Trunks and then Vegeta.
Yeah.
And they're not fast enough to hit whoever they're fighting.
Mm-hmm.
So, and Batman is like that. He's the ultimate mixture of the speed plus the strength.
The only one that ever drew Batman to where you think he should be was Frank Miller. Yeah. Like the Dark Knight graphic novels. That's the Batman that you're thinking of, where he's just like a whole.
The Arkham games that Jesse's playing out there, he's really.
They don't do bad. He does look pretty ripped, but he doesn't look like 2,000-pound bench ripped.
100,000 pounds. It's 2,000 squat.
Oh,
I get what you're saying.
Yeah. Okay, honorable mentions.
Wow. Okay. You name one, I'll name one. Go ahead.
Episode 3.
Tomb Raider.
Riddick.
Live Free or Die Hard.
Chronicles of Riddick.
Chronicles of Riddick.
The Punisher.
Taken.
Blade Trinity.
Avatar.
Sky Captain in the World of Tomorrow.
I didn't like that movie. Watchmen.
Yeah.
Angelina Jolie, but I like her, but I don't like the movie.
Wanted.
Star Trek.
Sucker Punch.
Batman Begins.
The Losers.
The Blind Side.
John Carter.
Spider-Man.
Buried.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Hard Candy.
Shrek. Yeah, at least throw it out.
Okay, well that's all my honorable mentions.
Kill Bill.
Oh, 300.
Glorious Bastards. Probably think of more if we sat here long enough.
If we sat here long enough, we'd probably.
Tears in the Sun was a good movie. Black Hawk Down was a good movie. Did I say that?
No. Die Hard with a Vengeance. You said that.
That was in the 90s.
The next one.
I said Live Free, Die Hard.
There you go.
Terminator 3, Terminator Salvation was in that time frame. You probably had some good football movies if we tried hard to think of those. Or sports movies, I should say. Some of the better. Like,
Moneyball.
Facing the Giants came out. Moneyball in 2000?
Might have been right on the cusp.
It might have been right on the cusp.
No, I guarantee you we could go out there and
Terminator or Transformers was out there.
It was, but the first one...
You have to at least admit, they're not great movies.
The first one, I give a lot of credence to. I thought the first one was pretty good.
So do I.
It was
beyond that, all of them suck.
It was well written. Revenge of the Fallen, that was interesting, but that's about all I'll say about it. The third one, my problem with the third one is they took Prime completely out of character because he's not the aggressor. He's never been the aggressor. He's always the defender. And then when he's just like, fuck you, Megatron, pull the gauge to the face, like, well, hell, then there's that. Like, that kind of took it away a little bit for me. Mm-hmm. The fourth one doesn't count because it's in a new decade, but...
I think Gamer was in that. Gamer was in that.
I like Gamer.
So did I. Surrogates.
Fast 4.
Fast Furious 1. I'm looking through 4.
No, 1 was in the 90s, wasn't it?
2001. I looked it up. That one I definitely.
Yeah, Fast and Furious.
That came out when I was a freshman in high school. Because I remember because the election of George Bush was in 2008, or it was in 2000. I was in 8th grade. It was the next year Fast and Furious came out.
The Fast and the Furious, it should be on my. It should be like number 11 or 12.
I didn't like them as much, to be.
But that's not you. That's not.
It's not me. I don't like any. I mean, I had to push stuff around on my list to put Gone in 60 Seconds on it. So I really did push that one on there. Punisher, or no, not Punisher. Transporter.
Yeah,
all the Bourne movies. We didn't throw any of those in there.
They're good.
I don't think many more that we missed.
There was a time. Like, there was a lot of shit going on.
Was the Cobra movie or the
G.I. Joe?
G.I. Joe.
First G.I. Joe.
First G.I. Joe was actually really good. I like that one. The second one,
I could nitpick the first G.I. Joe movie apart.
Well, I probably nitpick the second one too. Duke died
in a minute. Well, Duke was never a fucking captain. He was a fucking master sergeant. But that's just personal, and I would know by looking around.
Yeah.
The portrayal of Cobra Commander in the second G.I. Joe film was a lot better.
They have every X-Men movie.
All of
the
them.
original 3.
Will you watch them?
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, the original Spider-Man films, and the X-Men films. We all watched them in the theater, and we were all dorked. We were all geeked. We were all thrilled to death. This is awesome. This is amazing. We're finally seeing these guys on the big screen. And now we go back and watch them, and it's like...
Well, I don't have
Why
an issue.
did I even think?
I don't have an issue with the Spider-Man. X-Men movies, I don't think.
I hated going back after seeing Andrew Garfield versus Tobey Maguire.
Andrew Garfield comes off to me more as a Deadpool than he does as an actual Spider-Man.
Yeah, but have you ever read a Spider-Man comic book?
I watched the cartoon when I was a kid, but I never read it.
No, the comic book is where it's at because it's like when he's without his mask. He's this dorky little awkward fuck who can't do jack shit, but as soon as he puts on his mask, he's like really badass, nothing can hurt me. Like he's a really cocky, arrogant fuck when the mask comes on. Like he is really Deadpool-ish.
Incredible Hulk. It's another one.
Edward Norton.
I got one that should be on my list. I can't believe I forgot it. The Italian Job.
Yeah, that is so
That
good.
is probably... Can we agree that's the best heist movie of that time period?
You got the Ocean's movies floating around
I
there, too.
I don't like the Ocean's movies compared to the
Not at all?
That's just the cast of the Italian Job. You have Edward Norton, you had Jason Statham, Green, what's his name?
Knockdown guys.
What's his
with
name?
Jason
Green.
Statham
What's his name? His little short. Seth.
Seth Green. Yeah.
Seth Green. You had what's the chick? She was just in Charlize Theron was the chick in that movie.
Yeah.
Edward Norton's the villain. You have the old guy in it. He's the
And
president.
everything. Yeah.
Yeah, he was the president in the Hunger Games movie, right?
Yeah.
So you got Mark Wahlberg. You have
That was.
like I said, Jason Statham. You have I'm trying to think who else.
That was a good movie. But you know where you sit here and butcher ourselves all night long for another fucking 20 minutes.
I'm just saying that. Can we agree that that's probably the best heist movie of the 2000s?
Yeah, Gone 60 on your list, and that was technically a heist movie.
Money heist. That's what I consider a heist. But I give it
Okay. Oh yeah. I know that. Oh, but no. Then
Bank
there
job.
was that.
You have a bank job. That's good too.
That
Pretend Yuma. Wasn't bad. It wasn't
that Pierce Brosnan flick where he was an art thief.
Was it Pierce Brosnan or
No,
Sean
it was-
Connery?
No, it was Pierce Brosnan. It wasn't entrapment. It was,
Not the Matador, is it?
no, I can't. I have it. I'm sure I have it.
Oh, another one that is actually one of my personal favorites. The Zorro movies. Once Upon a Time in Once Upon a Time in Mexico. Desperado. I think that one actually came out in the 90s though.
Yeah, Desperado.
But I love that movie.
I love Desperado.
Oh yeah.
I watched
And
that.
Once Upon a Time in Mexico is a good one.
Desperado is better.
Legends of the Zorro movies. I do like the Zorro movies. For what it is, and it's not something that has like a lot of crazy graphics or whatever, but it's still good. There's God, it's such good movies.
You're gonna disagree with me, but Machete.
I like Machete.
I love that movie. Absolutely love that movie.
Was that yeah, it was probably 2000s.
Yeah.
That had to be.
Machete 2.
Oh, here's ones we missed.
Oh.
Fantastic Four. The
They
first two were pretty good compared to the rehash ones they have now.
The first one was really good. The second one,
Meh.
nah. I'm not quite entirely thrilled with what they did with Galactus, but I understand why they did it because the casual viewing audience is not gonna be like, why is there a giant fucking space robot? You know what I mean? Like I can see how that'd be off-putting to a non-comic book audience, and I realized what they did, and the fact that when it flew past Jupiter, they had the shadow cast as Galactus had. That was a nice little throwback, but still wasn't Galactus as far as I was concerned.
Okay. Any more that we can think of?
We'll think of 20 within the next
Let's
week.
look over. What is look over your room and see if anything sparks it? Was there any good war movies? I think.
Whoa, no. Black Hawk Down
Said that.
in your list?
No, I did say that after our list. So I will mention.
I can't watch that movie because it pisses me off. But it makes me racist.
Okay.
So I don't like to watch it.
Okay, fair enough.
It literally makes me racist.
None of the Jurassic Park movies were good in the 2000s.
No, the first one and the fourth one.
The second one wasn't horrible, but the third one was horrible.
It was interesting.
Compared to the standards of the first and the fourth, the second
Yeah, but
one
it was still
not
interesting
that
to see a
good.
T-Rex tear up LA. That was just fun.
It was. It was.
Fuck LA.
Ah, here's one that might be borderline. Pacific Rim.
10 or above.
You sure?
Fairly certain. It just hit TV this year or last year, so usually the window between theater and TV is about 3 years.
What year did Pacific Rim come out? Wow. What year did Pacific Rim come out? Oh, 2013. My bad.
That was already sorry. Usually it's a 3-year window
Wow,
between.
Feels a lot longer. Feels a lot longer than that. Well, we're old. You're old. I'm getting
Try
there.
having a kid.
You're old. I'm getting there.
I will be 38 this year.
Do we want to talk about our top 10 next week? You thought, hold on, I asked you, think about it. What do you think is the best actor of the 2000s? My vote's with Gerard Butler. I know he kind of came in later in the 2000s, And around 2005 was his 300. So
Him or
there's some options out there.
Channing Tatum would be the most popular actor of the 2000s, later part of the 2000s.
Yeah, we never even threw any of those, like the dance movies or the step ups.
Well, that's not my thing. So there's that.
That's my thing. I like them, but not as much as I like action.
Shit, I don't know. Like those are the two that really stick out in my mind.
Gerard Butler and Channing Tatum.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of any more that. Will Ferrell.
Will Ferrell's done a lot of work in the 2000s. He did a shitload of work in the 2000s.
Yeah.
You could probably do a top 20 of his shit.
Was it John C. Reilly? Or
Is it?
John C. Reilly? Is that his name? Yeah, John C. Reilly. He did a decent amount. Well, if you're looking at our comedy one, who was the most?
Dude, Mark Wahlberg did a shit ton of work.
There's a movie I just thought of right now. As soon as you said Four Brothers, that was a very good.
That was a really good movie. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, that was a really good movie. So that was one we missed in the 2000s. That was honestly a really, really good movie.
Yeah,
we missed that one. Four Brothers. Wow, that's.
Yeah, but we were so focused on action, we missed drama.
I can't believe I missed Italian Job. That is literally should be on my top 10. God.
Dude, I can't believe I missed all the ones I made when I made my fucking list, because my list would have looked a hell of a lot different.
Oh, all the Pirates of the Caribbean weren't bad.
Started out strong.
I don't like the fourth one. Fourth one was stupid to me. First, I'm gonna go with the trilogy, the first three, but the fourth one, I don't like.
All right. Dinner time.
Dinner time. All right. Well, I'm gonna get some KFC and celebrate the holiday. So.
Fried chicken and grape drink.
It's a joke. Don't get offended.
He's gonna go out and buy a gold watch and some gold teeth, and he's gonna be nigger rich by Monday. Oh wait, we're there.
Broke my Friday. All right. See ya.
Hate me.